Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry I've been absent for a while. I had some family issues going on and it took some time to get through that. But I thought it was about time to put up a new video, a long overdue video, but when things get up on top of you and you get some bad news, sometimes you just gotta take a break. So I've set this one up, and as you can see, I'm knitting a baby blanket. I find knitting really therapeutic, and just time goes so fast. You just get lost in the stitches, and nearly the day is gone before you know it. So I hope you don't mind me talking through this video. This is my first time speaking on my videos, so maybe I thought I'd give this a try anyway. This talk over thingy majiggy, and tell you a little bit about me. Now you might hear kids and cars and stuff in the background. There's not much I can do about that as I live on the main road. But yeah, anyway, my name is Lisa. I am a full-time mother of 2 boys that you might see in this video. They pop their little hands or their heads in. You could see a microphone on my pajamas. Yes, I am videoing in my pajamas. Today is Sunday, and Sunday is a day of rest, apparently. But to be honest, I was just having a very lazy day. But as I got bored, I'd do this video. But yeah, as I said, my boys may pop in. I did have the mic on to record, but there was so much noise between Charlie, my younger boy, kicking his ball in the house, and then they were playing on the laptop and they were watching YouTube videos. And Logan, my firstborn, he was watching the TV, but he had like YouTube videos up too, but they were mixing between, both of them were mixing between YouTube videos and their games like Fortnite and Minecraft and stuff. And also in the background then Charlie, the younger boy, he was also playing Spotify because he loves his music. So obviously then at that stage I said, oh, I won't be able to have the natural audio because there was too much noise, and then there was the Minecraft and all that in the background, as well as all the Spotify music. So I'd obviously get demonetized for that, and that wouldn't do at all. So I'm sorry for my voice is a little bit husky, but it kind of does that when I'm anxious and a bit scared, because again, this is my first time. I'm quite introverted, so I'm not used to talking like in videos, never mind like outside where there's people. Yeah, so my voice might be a bit husky, but as I said, I'm kind of nervous and stuff. But I'm sure in time maybe I'll get used to it if people will tell me in the comments whether I should stay talking or maybe talk a tiny bit and then for the rest of the video keep my mouth shut relax. Maybe they want to relax and enjoy this instead of listening to my weird Irish. Oh yeah, I'm from Ireland. You might be able to notice that already. But yeah, I'm Irish knitter. I'm from the Republic of Ireland, and I live down in the not so sunny southeast. Let me know in the comments if you where you are listening from or watching from. Where in the world are you? Also, I forgot to mention that if you are wanting to watch this video, it's going to be a long one, so maybe get yourself a hot beverage, maybe some snacky snacks, and knit with me. And also let me know what project you're knitting, and maybe what's your favorite item to knit. Do you have one favorite? Maybe you have several favorites. Yeah, let me know in the comments. I'd like to see them and what people like to knit. For me, it is the baby blankets at the moment. I'd like to learn different patterns because all I kind of really know at the moment is the knit and the purl. I know the seated stitch and the moss stitch, and one or two more, but I can't think of them at the moment. But I'd like to learn some more stitches because I'd like to sell these baby blankets. Well, I've sold a couple of them, and I kind of would like to have more of a challenge, I suppose, and maybe start knitting some other styles or patterns, just to, because eventually I would maybe like I know how to knit scarves, but I'd like to learn how to knit hats and maybe some gloves. That would be handy, especially in this Irish weather. It's actually cold a lot of the time, and this year, even this summer, has been so bad and so wet. We don't really get much of a summer, but this one in particular this year has been very wet. So yeah, what else about me? Well, I'm 38 years old, and besides knitting, motorbike. Oh, there's one of my boys' heads there. He could have said something about, I think he was talking something about Fortnite there at one point. But what I also like doing is reading. Reading is awesome because you just go into this whole world and you can imagine what's going on in the book. And sometimes your imagination is better. Like when you're reading and your imagination can work through what's going on in the story. And I know a lot of people do like the movies, but sometimes, in my opinion anyway, I have found that films and stories, that you can get that have made the books and the films, that sometimes your imagination, oh my god, my words, your imagination actually was better than the movies. But the only thing is, the graphics in the movies is just so awesome. The graphics these days in films is just unreal. And then after the books, then what I like to do is drawing. I am an artist. I have sold several art pieces and I do pet portraits for people. And if people are also interested, I could do more draw with me videos. What I like to draw is, and I love so much, is pet and wildlife portraits. They're so much fun. I need to give myself. Oh, there's my son. He's saying something. He's such a cutie patootie. I think he was saying something about his Minecraft there. But again, I had to take the audio off because they were so noisy. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, my art. I love doing a lot. But sometimes in commissions, I'm like, oh, hi, Logan. That's Logan. I get scared that I won't get to the point of the picture they give me to make it look exactly like the photo. But I can do it. Sometimes I just let myself think that I can't and get imposter syndrome. I know if there's any artists out there watching that also like knitting that has that as well. And how do you get over that? I mean, it's so hard. And I know maybe it's one of those things, you gotta fake it till you make it. Maybe that's what I gotta do. But I know when I do something, like when I do draw them, they do turn out really good. And I've been told that they're very good. And I should price my stuff higher, but I'm quite happy with where they are now at the moment. I'd make enough of it, but I need to market my stuff more, put it out there into the universe, or in this case, out on the internet, to let people know that I do that, commissions and that. Like, you can order stuff from me. It doesn't have to be a pet. It could be any wildlife animal that you like. You can draw anything. So, people wanted a nice picture for someone, hang a nice frame, put a nice frame on it, stick it on their wall. They make lovely gifts, and a lot of them have been memorial portraits of their animal that has passed. But I get kind of both animals that have passed and animals that are still with us. And I'm doing a commission at the moment. Well, I will be from tomorrow on. Today's Sunday, so on Monday I'll start it. But it's a dog, a King Charles Spaniel, and the client, the lovely lady, wants one portrait of the dog as a puppy and then one of it now as an adult, and it's absolutely cuter than cute dog. Love the colours on it. They're very good quality pictures. If their pictures were too grainy, I can't really work with that because can't see the detail and stuff like that. So we really need it to be very well, you know, good lighting, and it has its pictures are very clear, where I can see all the detail, and that they're the kind of pictures that you need best. Oh, good lighting and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I can't believe I've been talking for 15 minutes now. It's probably enough, says you. It is enough, maybe. But after this blanket, I'm going to start a new one that has, oh yeah, a cup of coffee before it gets cold. I'm going to start on a rainbowy color blankets. They're all going to be the same size. They're going to be width-wise 60 centimeters, length-wise 80 centimeters. I think that's a decent enough size for baby blankets. But the rainbowy one I'm just going to do on all the knit stitch, just because the colour in the rainbowy blanket, I think it's better if I keep the stitch plain and let the colours do the talking, so to speak, because it is very beautiful patterned rainbowy girly blanket. I will also get some more colours, and maybe some colours that you don't always see, maybe like more greens and purples, and maybe ones that have nice, maybe kind of unique-ish patterns to them, because I don't know about here in Ireland, but the baby blankets you get here are quite traditional colours, kind of nearly all just block of one colour. And I think maybe it would be nice to kind of get outside of that norm a bit and be more adventurous with the colours. It may or may not work, but you don't know unless you try. Well, that's my line of thinking anyway. It's only when one to find out, really. But yeah, I really like knitting. It's very relaxing. Well, until some point in this video you'll see what happens. I've knitted a fair bit with these needles, but at the same time they're not quite a year old yet. And it's a little bit later on in the video, but you'll see the cable on these needles. One side of it snaps. I think it's the right side came off, and then I lost a few of my stitches, so I had to retrieve those stitches and knit the rest with the cable. And the cable part was it was very what would you call it, kind of sharp pointies at the end of it, so it was kind of hard to grab the stitches. It made a bit of a mess, but I managed to save them and then knit the rest off. And I had to change. I thought I only had, I forgot that I had more of these, but not in the size I'm using. The size I'm using here is 4 millimeters. What was that? Yeah, 4 millimeters, and I thought I had them in the bamboo needles, but the smallest I had was a 5. But I managed to check, and at the end of the basket I found a few more circular needles, but the circular needle I had to use was 4.5, but can't really see much of the difference there. I think I want to get this blanket finished as soon as I can. So, and it's not for anyone, it's just for like an example blanket to show the pattern that it is. So I won't actually be selling this because this one has a couple of mistakes. But the majority of it is good. It's just yeah, as I said, a sample, so I won't be selling this one. The wool, because the cable, I was kind of like almost trying to shred the wool here, so it'll just be a sample blanket, so that's okay. Yeah, but I eventually managed to save those stitches and then find the 4.5 millimeter and then knitted the stitches onto the 4.5 millimeters. And then yeah, that was sorted. But why do these things happen when you're trying to record a video? I mean, if I wasn't recording a video now, I bet that wouldn't have happened. Oh, I just changed the angle there. Another sip of my coffee. Yeah, I actually didn't realize how long I was knitting. The time flies when you're having fun. And I'm sorry if the quality and the lighting and stuff is bad. Look, you can see a leg of my tripod there. I'm a newbie at this. I'm not used to recording. I'm not technical at all. Hopefully they will get better in time, but don't hold me to that. I probably won't. I'm not good at everything, but I'll try. I'm sure I will at some point or other. I wonder if it's along here somewhere. It took me ages and maybe a bit too long to rescue those stitches and stuff. And I'm sure people will be wondering, why just not take the whole thing off the needles? And for that is because I was afraid in case I lose all my stitches and accidentally like pull it back too far and I make an even bigger mess. So potentially the way I did it obviously took me way longer probably than just pulling off the whole stitches and just grabbing my other circular needles and just push it all through. But I thought I would have dropped a load of stitches, so that's why I did it the way that I did it. I know everyone has different ways of doing things, but I'm not knitting that long, so that's just the way I did it. Yeah, I'm actually watching this video now, and while I'm doing my, oh, there's Logan's arm again. I think he's saying something else about his game. But looking at looking at myself watching myself knit, my knitting style, the way I knit, it looks kind of funny, but I was taught by my grandmother to knit, and she has the old English style. I tried the continental, but because I learned the English style first, that the continental was so weird to me. But maybe I didn't give it too much time to get used to the continental. I'd actually like to learn to do both ways, because if one arm gets tired, maybe you can swap around to the different style and get both of your hands working. But then because what was annoying me a little bit about the English style, for me personally anyway, that you have to take your right hand off every time you have to. Just adjusting the lighting there. I didn't know whether it was a good idea or a bad idea, but anyway. Doing the whole leaving off your right hand to swing the wool around the needle, yarn, around the needle. So I kind of adopted this kind of swivel wraparound thing with my finger. So I hold up quite high. Oh, I think this is where, look, this is where my needle broke, my cable broke. It's like, oh no, my stitches. So this is where I have to go. I had a mini panic attack first of all. And then here I go, trying to save my stitches. And the cable, because it's rough at the very top, it was catching on the yarn and kind of was snagging and pulling at it, so kind of started to look a bit ugly, but got a bit frustrated and annoyed here. But I kept going. Sorry about my hair getting in the way there, even though, yes, I'm 38 years old, but I'm getting very, very grey. I have been for some years now, and I have 3 different skin conditions, so I can't use hair dye anymore because it burns my scalp. I'm so sorry if you can hear banging. I know you guys may hear road noise, but as I said, I live right beside a road, so I can't help that. But the neighbours next door on one side of me can get very, very loud, so my apologies if you can hear that. I hope not. But yeah, I had to take a break there. I was so flustered and see how can I salvage this without pulling out the whole thing again, in case I drop so much stitches. So you can see here I'm trying to put up the cable, and then I will start knitting it with the cable, the last few stitches, and then putting them up along, and then I knit with the cable, the new cable, or the new needle, the circular needles. This was supposed to be and easy peasy, really really light, lazy going knit video, and this happened. So then I kept doing this, kept pushing them up along. I'd knit a few normally, but then I start running out of space, so then I'd have to push what was knitted, what I knitted into the cable, or onto the cable rather. So that was kind of annoying, and it did take some time to do, in fairness, but I kept going. I was actually hoping to finish the blanket. I'm not far off it. I just had to knit a couple of more rows, and then I was onto the frame, the last 4 to 6 centimeters. But I think I got so frustrated at the end that this kind of, and I shouldn't let these kind of things put me in a bad mood, but it kind of did. You can see, knit a bit, then push a few through the cable. Knit a bit with some through the cable, and I just kept going like that, really. Yeah, but my knitting style, again, I kind of changed a bit, so kind of makes it look weird. Do you think it looks a bit weird, guys? Let me know below in the comments. I think it looks a bit weird, to be fair, but I don't like my hands and stuff. I don't know, I know that's kind of weird, but I don't like how my hands look, my fingers and stuff when I'm doing stuff. I know, I think I just look a bit weird somehow. But you see, look, my right hand does not lift off the needle as I'm knitting here. It's only when I have to push down the stitches a bit, or in this case, fix this. If you want a video showing how I knit in this way, let me know also, and maybe I can do a video, break it down and knit slower, and I can zoom in better and show you how I did it that way, in that kind of like seesaw kind of way. My index finger goes over and back as I knit. Well, it does a little bit of a like a U shape, because I have to go around, then still have to go around the needle, but then it's more of my index finger moving, as you can see. My whole hand doesn't move off the needle until I have to either pull the wool because it's getting too short, or it's caught on something, or I have to push down the stitches because they're getting bunched up, because I can hold my needle quite tight, and also I kind of knit tight as well. I know there's probably a mixture out there that knits loosely, and then those that are knit quite tight. And for me personally, I am a tight knitter. I always have been, really. It's can be a bit of a curse, because sometimes then you can be fighting with the stitches, and yeah, your hands, your wrists and things, fingers even, don't be long getting tired, so maybe I need to sort that out a bit and not be so tight with the stitches. As you can see, I'm still trying to sort this out. I think at this point I was getting kind of, come on. At this point it wasn't too bad to scooping the stitches off, which wasn't too bad. We're nearing the finish line on this. I think there's 136 stitches altogether for this blanket. Also, let me know if these angles are good. You can see the leg of the tripod on this, but are these angles okay? If you have any other tips, guys, as I said, I'm a newbie at this, so if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know and I'll see what I can do. Another thing is that I am recording this on my phone, so I would love to save up for a camera for these videos, so I would really appreciate anyone giving me tips on what camera to get for these videos, and let me know if you're using cameras for your videos, what kind of camera it is, and how are you finding your cameras? Do you like your cameras, or would you change them for something else? It would be very interesting to read what ye use, and if there's any camera that might be more common or that is the most popular to use. Now it will take me a while to save up for the cameras, because I know a lot of the cameras are quite expensive, and that's okay, because you know, obviously you want your videos to be up there, you know, to make them as good as you possibly can and have the best quality and all that thing. And for my setup, you know, what may make my life a bit easier. I will try to go in different spots in my house wherever I can set up, you know, for different areas in the house, just so I won't be at my art desk all the time. Although for knitting and drawing it would be, I'm showing you my broken needle there. I finally got to the end. Yeah, that was so sad that I was snapped, because the needle before that was very smooth to work with, I enjoyed using it a lot. But yeah, I'll try different setup. Maybe for reading, for my reading videos, I definitely will be able to have different setups and sit in different places. Now I thought to use this straight bamboo needles, but that's when I went to look at the end of my basket. I just told myself, hold on, check that basket again, just to see do I have any more circular needles. And I did. I found the 4.5 millimeters. There they are. So as I say, while I started knitting with these, I'm sure to the untrained eye it looks the same. The stitches were a little bit tight obviously to start with, but it was fine. But as again, it's a sample blanket, so it's okay. But I'm obviously going to have to go to Monica's. That's the store, the name of the store where I get my wool. I can get it online though, but in Monica's have the needles that go clinky clanky. I love watching videos too of people from all over the world. And they have their videos and even their ASMR videos, and how their needle goes clinky clanky. I just love that noise so much. But in Monica's, they sell the clinky clanky, the clinky clanky needles. So I'll buy a few of those. The only thing is to get the noise of the knitting needles. I may have to, for a couple of weeks anyway, till my boys get back to school, I may have to do it at night time, even when the neighbours, stop banging next door. It's the children, they're running around up and down the stairs and the landings and banging doors and stuff. But yeah, I'll have to be at all hours, stupid o'clock, to get the sounds of the needles. But I wouldn't mind that too much, because I am a very, very bad sleeper. I probably have a bit of insomnia because I find it so hard to go to sleep. Or I wake up a lot during the night for no reason whatsoever. Just wake up, then I can stay awake for ages. Oh, this is the part where I knit with the cable. It was a bit of it frustrating because it was hard, and again the wool or the yarn was getting caught in the end of the cable, the prickly part where it broke off, and because it was so thin too. And again, I didn't want to rip the whole thing back and put the stitches up through a new one, just in case I dropped a load of stitches, which would be very like me because I am very clumsy. But yeah, I don't sleep well, so I could stay up to do the needle noise, and I know the needles, like the noise the needles make the video. I know that it's nice listening to the sounds of the needles because I love it so much too. It reminds me so much of my grandmother, my mother's mother, when she was alive. Had clinky clanky needles, and I can still hear the noise of the needles as she busy herself knitting all day. It's just the best sound ever. Another sup coffee. It brings me joy and peace, and it reminds me of so much of her. These needles, I don't know what they're made of, so they don't clinky clanky. They don't make the lovely noise, and I really want them to make the lovely noise. So in Monica's, as I was saying, they do sell needles that make that noise. They have the circular needles that make that noise. So I'm going to get a bunch of them, and so then hopefully in future knitting videos, hopefully I can get that lovely noise with my knitting. That would be really nice. So I'm still struggling with this, and of course as I tight knitter, I should be knitting on these stitches a bit more loosely, but I think I do that after a few more of these stitches, because I just realised how tight I'm knitting them. But yeah, again guys, I hope you like this video of me yapping, or should I do less yapping? I don't know, I might get very much to mixed comments on this, but please be kind. I know I do sound nervous and that, and maybe that's a bit cringy to watch, but as I said, I'm sure I'll get used to it. I kind of feel better already. Well, we are 48 minutes in, so I think I had to let the dog out there because the boys won't leave the dog out. The dog, she's a Jack Russell Terrier. Her name is Coco, and she's the goodest girl. When she needs to go outside, if no one's paying attention, she start scratching at the glass and start whimpering as well. So she's very good to let us know when she needs to go out to potty. She loves harassing the neighbours. Anytime the kids are outside in their gardens playing, rah, 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 the poor kids, even birds, even the tiny sparrows can't stay in the gardens because she go out and chase them off. Because I feed them, I have bird feeders out there. She can't reach them or anything, but there's an absolutely beautiful pair of coloured doves that come down. Oh, they're so gorgeous. I must actually draw them someday and actually make a gorgeous drawing. There's a pair of them. Their colours are just beautiful, and they've been coming for the last year maybe. I don't know where they come from, but I'm glad they have come. It's so nice to see them every day. And Coco, oh yeah, she loves chasing all the cats out of the back garden. Nothing is safe with her. Recently, my boys, Charlie and Logan, have got pets. Logan, the older boy, he got a beautiful white dwarf rabbit with kind of like pinky, purpley eyes. They're so beautiful, like a pastely purple, kind of reddish, pinkish eyes. They're beautiful, but she's a very the rabbit and my other boy got a guinea pig, and they're very young animals. They're like 4 months old, so they're only babies. But the rabbit is, he called, my older boy called his bunny Sonic because she's a rabbit and she's very fast. So he called her Sonic, and then my younger boy got a guinea pig. I almost said hedgehog. He got a guinea pig, a ginger and white guinea pig to match his hair. And it's all the gerbil is also a she, but she is very, very shy and likes to hide. And if you put a finger too close to her mouth, she'll bite your finger. So she's very shy, and the rabbit is cool as cucumber. She's very brave and loves exploring things, and she's a very good escape artist. Oh yeah, and the guinea pig's name is Biscuit. But Coco, the Jack Russell, doesn't mind the rabbit at all, but she always has her eye on the guinea pig. She wants to eat it so bad. She almost, only if she has her muzzle on, she would definitely bite that guinea pig and kill it and eat it, whatever. So she always wants to get to that guinea pig so bad, so you have to be extra careful with the guinea pig. The rabbit, she's, as I said, she's fine with the rabbit, considering she's a terrier, she'd go after anything small. But yes, the boys are happy with their animals, so they said that I can have Coco all the time now as my only pet. So yeah, that was so funny. But they really enjoy it, and I don't mind looking after them. I'd have a mini farm if I could, because I just love animals so much. Hence why I love drawing them so much. But here I am with the knitting, and I'm still struggling with it, as you can see. So I didn't finish this blanket as I thought I would have, but considering what the problem I had, I did get it on to the new needles, and I knitted another few rows. So this was taking longer than I thought. I didn't think I'd have this problem, but at least I kept going, and maybe I can save. I'm just checking my stitches because I thought I could see something funny happening with the stitches. I was like, what's going on here? Because it looked a bit funny. Yeah, I can maybe do the rest of the blanket another time, and and I'll record that and like cast it off, and that will be that blanket done then. And then another video that'll be coming up is I may, I don't know now, do I have enough storage on my memory card? But I'd love to video the whole, the complete drawing of one of the portraits, maybe of the dog when it's a puppy, I'm not sure, but I'd love to video the whole process from start to finish, in case anyone's interested in that. I'd like to do that. That might, I don't know, will it interest many people, but I'll put it up anyway because I like drawing and stuff, so I know I'm interested in it, so let's see how that goes. And yeah, still struggling, as you can see. The wool kept snagging, you see, that was the difficult part. It kept snagging on the cable. But at least I had some good music going on in the background, so that wasn't too bad. It helped keep me going, keeping me going. I like my desk lamp that I have, the light that's above me, but for doing videos like this, maybe I should get another light or lamp thingy for my videos. I think that would help a lot. Oh yeah, and while I was talking about what was I going to say? Oh, while I was talking about learning new patterns, can you suggest in the comments what patterns I could try next for my blankets? Now, nothing too difficult yet. A kind of like beginner / intermediate type of pattern, because I'd like to learn them. As I said, I'd like a challenge. So maybe give me some pattern suggestions down below. And if I keep my voice a bit lower than in the first part of the video, it's because it's getting a little bit later in the day now. Editing. Lisa is still awake doing this, but it's a lot later at night time. So the neighbours on the other side of me have a small child, and it's directly across from my bedroom, and the walls are paper thin, so I'm just trying to keep my voice down a little bit. And if you hear snoring, that's Coco the dog. She's sleeping in her crate near my bed, and she's quite the snorer. Now, I can't slag her because I'm quite the snorer myself, so. Oh, and my youngest boy, Charlie, he snores. So poor Logan, He's the only one in the house that doesn't snore. Poor little man. My two cutie patooties. So I'm nearing the end of this crazy cable snappy situation. My fingers were kind of cramping a little bit because knitting with that tiny cable is so awkward. But I think at this point I'm nearing the end of the row. And I wonder if I have enough wool, because that ball at this stage is so small. I hope I have enough because it's so close to the end and I don't want to break open another ball of yarn, but I think I might have to. But that's okay. I'm so close to the edge. I'm sorry also if there's a weird gurgling noise, but I'm doing a voiceover now and I don't want to stop because I'm on a roll here now and I want to get this part of the video done. But I'm so hungry, my stomach is rumbling. It needs food. So if you hear weird rumbling, weird sounds, it's my stomach giving out to me. So close to the end now. Oh my gosh, this struggle was real today. It didn't exactly go according to plan, but I got something done anyway, so that's the main thing. Oh, the final few stitches. The final few stitches. Bring down your hands a bit, Lisa. It's hard to see. See, when you get so engrossed in something, you forget that you need to look at the lens of the camera and make sure people can see what you're doing. At least you can, but I'm a bit all over the place as still on the struggle bus. That's it. It's last stitch or two. I hope you liked this video. If I rambled too much, please let me know, or if you liked it. Please like, subscribe, comment and share for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys next time. Bye.